Let me ask you a real question. If Kobe scored 81 like this today, would NBA fans be calling it fake too? Back in 2006, the basketball world watched something legendary happen. Kobe dropped 81 points against the Toronto Raptors, the second highest scoring game in NBA history. And if you go back and watch the game, a lot of those points came from free throws. But nobody complained. Nobody called him a free throw merchant. Nobody said the refs gifted him the game. Fans just appreciated greatness. But tonight, something different happened because Bam just dropped 83 points in a single game. And instead of celebrating history, the NBA internet immediately started arguing. Tonight, we witnessed one of the rarest things in basketball, an 80-point game. That's the kind of performance you only see a handful of times in NBA history. The most famous example is when Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a single game back in 1962. Then, decades later, Kobe gave us 81 in 2006. And now, Bam has entered that conversation with 83 points. That number alone should be enough to make this a legendary moment. But the reason people are debating it isn't the number. It's how he got those points, because a large portion of Bam's scoring came from the free throw line. And the moment people saw that, the internet exploded. As soon as the game ended, social media started going crazy. People were saying things like, "This doesn't count," "free throw merchant," "refs carried him." Some fans even argued that scoring 83 like this somehow makes this performance unethical. But here's the interesting part. If you go back and study historic scoring games in the NBA, free throws have always been a part of them. When a player gets that hot, defenders start panicking. They reach, they foul, then they try anything to slow the player down. And when that happens, the free throw numbers naturally go up. That's not new. That's been happening in basketball for decades. So the real argument isn't actually about Bam. The real argument is about today's NBA. Some fans believe scoring explosions today don't mean as much. They say the game is faster, there's more spacing, defenses can't be as physical as they used to be, which is true, which means big scoring nights happen more often. But on the other side of the argument, players today are more skilled than ever. They shoot deeper, handle the ball better, and create offense in ways older generations couldn't. So when someone drops 83 in the modern NBA, it creates this weird situation where people don't know whether to celebrate it or question it. But what really makes this situation so interesting is the reaction. Historically, when someone drops 80 points, it's automatic respect. But tonight, half the basketball world is impressed, the other half thinks it's overrated. And that reaction shows how much the conversation around the NBA has changed. Because now every historic moment instantly turns into a debate. But regardless of how you feel about it, one thing is undeniable. Tonight, Bam scored 83 points in a single game. And instead of bringing the basketball world together, it divided it. So now I want to hear from you. Was this performance legendary, or are NBA fans right to question it? Let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoy basketball stories and debates like this, welcome to Baller Documentaries.